Hello everyone, Dr. Mark here, and today I want to talk to you about some potentially non-toxic alternatives to our normal heartworm preventatives. Heartworm is a parasite, but unlike most of the parasites our dogs suffer from, which are consumed as eggs and then develop in the dog's body, heartworm is spread by mosquitoes. The usual prevention we use kills all of the heartworm microfilaria, the babies, that have been introduced into your dog's bloodstream in the last month to prevent the development of adult heartworms. I can certainly understand that you want to give your dog as few toxic chemicals as possible, as even when we are told they are safe, like the forever chemicals in dog food packaging, they may eventually prove to cause problems. Over the years I have seen many drugs passed by the FDA, marketed and sold to dogs all over the world, and then only later we find out that we have been hurting our dogs. The injectable heartworm prevention was discontinued because of side effects. There are alternatives. There are some natural chemicals for heartworm prevention and treatment that have anecdotal reports of protecting against heartworm. Black walnut, the active chemical in the walnut hulls, juglone, may kill heartworms and may even kill the microfilaria, the offspring, of heartworms that are in the bloodstream. There are no research projects available that takes dogs with microfilaria and then gives them black walnut to see if it works. The doses vary depending who is suggesting you use it, and if your dog is bitten by a mosquito has heartworm, there is no evidence that it will prevent them from getting sick from this disease. Wormwood, this herb has been used by humans for many years before the discovery of ivermectin and other deworming treatments. It may be effective in killing adult heartworms and has also been suggested as an alternative preventative by some people. Unfortunately, there are no research projects available that takes dogs with microfilaria and then gives them wormwood to see if it works. The doses vary depending who is suggesting you use it, and if your dog is bitten by a mosquito has heartworm, there is no evidence that it will prevent them from getting sick from this disease. Neither of these or any natural heartworm preventative have any proof that they work. If your dog is bitten by a mosquito that is positive for heartworm disease, they still might become infected if you are using one of these herbals. Even Hasidic veterinarians who are against evidence-based medicine and prescribe things like homeotherapy still prefer to use the more modern heartworm preventatives. I do not think they are toxic, but anything giving in too large an amount can be toxic. Even salt and water can be toxic, so always follow proven doses. Let me know in the comments if you have been using wormwood or black walnut for heartworm prevention and your results. You have to balance the potential of your dog getting sick from the disease to the relative risk of the chemical. If you live in an area with no mosquitoes for the majority of the year, this is not a problem. Black walnut or wormwood may or may not work. If you live in the southern states or the Mississippi Valley, there is a greater risk of using these unproven preventatives. The risk is that your dog could develop heartworm, get sick, and die. New chemicals, or those with little safety data, pose a greater risk. If you are using something that has been tested in humans and has been on the market for over 30 years, it is probably safe at recommended levels. I would suggest you use ivermectin, a heartworm preventative that was discovered in the 1970s. It is a dewormer but was first put on the market in the 1980s and has been used in millions of animals since that time. It has also been used in people to treat parasite infections in people since before being approved as a safe drug. It is much harder to get a drug approved for human use than for dogs or cats. Getting approved is not a guarantee that there will be no side effects, but being on the market with few reported adverse events for over 40 years is very significant reason to choose a product. The heartworm preventative sold by most veterinarians contains other ingredients to treat a mild parasite infection. It is considered safe at normal levels. There are also many generic heartworm products available without a prescription from Australian and Canadian websites, but they all are going to be similar to the products you have seen in the US and contain other dewormers and insecticides. The pure solution of ivermectin, available to deworm sheep and goats, is a relatively weak concentration, and the ivermectin dose to prevent heartworm disease in dogs is so low that there is very little worry. Everything is toxic if given in high enough doses, but the dose for this medication used in this way is very, very low. You can purchase it at your local feed store or from Amazon without a prescription. In order to get only the ivermectin and not the other dewormers or insecticides that kill fleas, you will have to buy the ivermectin sheep drench product. You can go to my video with doses to give your dog if you want to use this instead of purchasing it from your vet. Thank you for watching. I am a veterinarian with over 40 years of experience with dogs and cats, exotics, poultry, and livestock of many types. If the information in this video was helpful, please give it a like so that it can reach more viewers, and if you know any other dog families that need to know this information, please share it. Be sure to subscribe too if you want more information on dog health issues. If you prefer to read this information, you can find my articles at pethelpful.com. If you have any health problems with your dog and need some information, please contact me at my Ask a Vet column at pethelpful.com.